Hi, I'm Dorinda. Welcome to my channel, PrimordialDor Tarot. I'm here to do a Taurus reading for February the 1st to February the 4th, 2026. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe. Cost you nothing to subscribe and it helps me build the channel and I appreciate it. Okay, we're cutting the deck. We're going to get right to it. Calling upon the universe. What does Taurus need to hear today? What does Taurus need to hear today? Some messages, please, for Taurus. For Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to hear? For Taurus, please. Okay, something flipped. There we go. All right, Taurus. Bottom of the deck's the overall. 10 of discs. Wealth it's called in this deck. All right, Taurus. The 10 card indicates some timeline in your life's coming to an end. Could be a job, a love affair, where you live, but something's changing. And you're going to get a bit of money, this wealth come in. But it will be no more, no less. It will be exactly what you need. All right, Taurus, that's beautiful. Your present situation, Taurus, you are in the Chariot. Okay, major arcana. You're chosen now by the universe, okay? You're coming fresh off a win and you're heading to your next situation and you know you're going to win the next situation. Red wheels of intention have been set. The armor's on, the visor's down. Don't talk to anybody because they would like to pull you off your course, all right? But the universe has got you now. All right, and it's clearing the path and showing the way and making sure that you get to where you're supposed to go. As you can see, he's not driving that chariot. That's the universe. The universe is pulling him where he needs to go. And that's you in that chariot, Taurus. Okay? So, universe has got your back. All right? And you're getting just enough money for the gas. Okay, Taurus. That's awesome. Your challenge, Taurus. Your challenge is the 4 of disc. It's called power in this deck, Taurus. All right, so this is this castle, the moat in the cultivated field. So you're starting to get a little power in your life and you're starting to work from a place of stability. All right, Taurus, your first 3 cards. You got a bit of wealth. You're on your way to your next win and you got stability in your life. Starting to get that back and the power as well. All right, Taurus, you're heading off to your new win. Your below position, Taurus, is the 8 of Wands. It's called swiftness in this deck. Okay, your mind is running fast at this time. Your thoughts are running fast, and so is everything on the outside world, Taurus. So that chariot's going to be going pretty fast. Okay? All right, Taurus, that's fantastic. Everything's coming quickly. Your past position, which could be yesterday or a week ago. We have another 10 card, 10 of Wands. It's called oppression in this deck. So that's 2 10s. So something is coming, to an end in your life. Like I say, it could be you moving, could be changing jobs. Something's over. And this one's called oppression, meaning that somewhere in your life you were feeling oppressed. This is in the past. It's over now. Okay, like you couldn't speak your mind. You weren't free to be yourself. You weren't free to speak your viewpoints because they were opposite of other people around and they don't want to hear your viewpoint. So you were oppressed. You were, unable to speak, unable to be free to be yourself. So if that situation's coming to an end, that's perfect. All right, Taurus. Okay, your future position is the Queen of Swords. She rules communication and speaking, and she's highly intelligent and very intuitive. Okay, so she sees the truth, and she calls out the truth, okay? And as you can see, she's up above the clouds, so she gets a different viewpoint on life. And this, if you're taking on her energy, you're going to see some things, right? You're going to see some truths. They're going to be revealed, and you will call them out. And, Perhaps somebody's changed their viewpoint on you or something, and the truth's going to come out, and this queen is going to speak it. All right, your near future position, Taurus, is the Nine of Cups, the happiness card. Okay, this is beautiful. This is the good luck, good fortune, happiness. That's absolute bliss and contentment and satisfaction and ease and flow and feeling good. And this is the 369 magical number sequence. And this is your future and your near future. You're gonna speak some truths. Some truths are gonna be revealed, and you will see it and say it. And you're gonna be completely happy. And you're in your chariot. All right, Taurus, and you're going to your next situation, and you're going quite quickly. You better fasten the seatbelt on that chariot, Taurus. All right, this is incredible. Wow, this is awesome. All right, Taurus, in your mind, what are you thinking? We have the Three of Wands. Okay, it's virtue in this deck. Well, this is about a new creative endeavor of some sort. You've made up your mind. All right, and you're starting it. Could be a side hustle, something, you know, you're making, you're creating. This here with the power and the stability. All right, you're creating some financial stability, something like that in your life. Okay, and this is the project. That sun in behind the wands there is a spring-like energy. So it's something new you're starting to build. All right, and the 2 tens indicate something else is over, and this is a new start. All right, Taurus, in your environment, we have the 8 of Cups, the indolence card. All right, this is the card of walking away from anything that doesn't belong in your life anymore. Okay, it could be, you know, clear out items, clean that closet, clean the basement, things like that. It could be people in your life that aren't vibing on the same vibration as you anymore. You know, maybe somebody's changed their viewpoint of you or something. And, you know, you don't need to be around them or something like that. And this could be a job, you know, that you're submitting to your circumstance. They don't appreciate you. They don't pay you enough. And you just keep going to that job. But it's not working for you. So you got to walk away and walk away from any love relationship that is not correct for you. If you know it's over, it's not right, but you're still there, it's time to leave. This is in your environment. I think this Queen of Swords is going to call some of this out. All right? And, you know, you got to make some changes in your environment. Things that aren't good for you, Taurus. It's time to walk away from them. All right, your hopes and fears, Taurus. You have the 7 of Discs. It's called failure in this deck. Okay, so it's like you're taking stock of where you're at. You know, what's going to stay, what's going to go, right? That's what that is. And failure is just like, you know, you're learning lessons. If you did something and it didn't work out, then you learn, right? And you move on. That's all that is. You're starting to get the power back in your life and stability back in your life. But you got to have lessons. You got to have the lessons. This is the only card of lessons here. All right, Taurus. The final card and outcome of this beautiful reading. Major Arcana, we have the Magus, otherwise known as the Magician. All right, Taurus, so you are the Magus. You have the magic. The magic's in you. All right, and you can do anything you want. And he's creating his new cycle. You have 2 tens, so something's over. So he's starting the new cycle, calling in the things that you want by your vibration. That's what he's doing. This is the Egyptian god Thoth. He's the master of vibration. So what you put out, your vibes that go out, is what comes back to you. And it's magic, and you have the magic, Taurus. So you are creating a whole new situation. Happiness, beautiful, stability, okay? And that queen, that sharp queen, calling out the truth. All right. And you're in your chariot going to your new winning situation. All right. And you are the Magus. You are in control. All right, there, Taurus. That's getting a little bit more stability into your life. All right, Taurus, that's awesome. That's what this one's about, getting this stability. I'd like to pull one animal spirit card, please, for Taurus. One animal spirit card for Taurus. What does Taurus need to hear from this deck? Okay. Lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. Okay, well, you're happy. You're happy, Taurus. You're happy. Be generous of spirit. That's helping others, being kind. I'll read it if you want. Number 37. All right. Do you doubt you can do much good? Are you stuck in a state of scarcity thinking, who am I to lead, or who am I to step into my dream? Who am I to have an amazing relationship? Who am I to think I can help? Lion Spirit is here to tell you that the antidote for low self-esteem is stepping into healthy pride. Of course you can do all that you desire. The spark of Great Spirit lives inside you, and you are here to steward that amazing energy into the world. Lion Spirit knows that Great Spirit invested in you so that you might be a channel for Spirit's love and generosity. Take pride in your role, seeking to bring an abundance of love into the world. Let Lion Spirit remind you that in giving you receive. Then you will see that you are appreciated. That's that futility. Stop comparing yourself to others and seeing yourself as less than, for within you is a wellspring of generosity. All right, Taurus. There's a lot of generosity in Taurus. All right, Taurus. That was a great reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and I'll catch you next time.